The following video is from an earlier era where my work in terms of standards featured poor picture and audio quality, out of place or false profanity, and R-rated imagery, both for myself and the works I was reviewing and writing about. This combination resulted in videos with extremely primitive and bare bones quality, containing opinions I probably wouldn't stand by today. While these videos are undeniably poor and dated in terms of quality, I've chosen to present them in their unaltered form, with the exception of modifying movie footage to comply with YouTube's strict copyright policies, to acknowledge the long and difficult journey I've had to endure to get better. And honestly, what could showcase that journey more effectively than being upfront about how low the quality of my videos truly were? So, please watch this video with caution. Thank you.
Welcome to a movie Rehab. People, I really love Christmas, and I really love movies too. So today I'm going to review a Christmas movie. Name of the movie? Claus.
You got a special kind of show, but some points that you never know. It's just point to be so genius in your mind. You're so profound and acts as well, but not as much as we can tell, because you are the one who looks too far behind. With no kind.
Today we'll feel the cheerful amount of Christmas. Will this movie be great, or will it be painfully stupid? Let's take a look.
So the movie begins with the birth of our main character.
This is a story about Fred.
Sorry people, I forgot the title.
What's wrong?
It's the fattest baby I've ever seen.
Santa Claus? Oh wait, that one was a liar.
Why does he not cry?
Ho ho! He's perfect in every way.
There's nothing else that I can say.
Fred loved Nicholas from the first moment he met him.
So after meeting his younger brother the first time, Fred gave him a promise.
I promise to be the best big brother in the whole world.
Well, let's see how this turns out.
But Fred's promise is just the beginning of his story. You see, sometimes it's easier to make a promise than it is to keep one.
Happy birthday. I thank you, Frederick.
That was very nice, Frederick. Nicholas, where are you going?
There's a poor orphan named Henry who lives down the road. I'm bringing all my gifts to him. He needs them more than I.
Just give the present of my brother away. But for good, of course.
My little Saint Nicholas.
And so it went for Fred.
Don't you look nice?
Every time Fred is making his parents proud,
Nicholas managed to make his parents prouder.
Thanks.
Why can't you be more like your brother?
I don't wish to hate him. He means well. And I promise to be his best big brother in the world. You're the only one who understands me, Church.
The cutest CG bird the world has ever seen.
Fred then broke his promise of being a great brother since Santa was accidentally responsible for making the only friends that Fred got fly away.
Chirp, chirp, never returned.
That's honestly kind of sad.
When you become a saint, you freeze in time, eternally ageless. The rule applies to the family of the saint and spouses as well.
Merry Christmas, everybody loves Christmas.
Wow, Santa really let himself go. So our main character Fred, played by Vince Vaughn, runs a Rehab company that has a big hate of Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody loves
Better get used to the cartoon sound effects because there are a lot of them. Honestly, I don't mind them that much, and I can even laugh about it too.
The movie title then appears and... Okay, after that Caesar shocker, we see again how much Fred hates Christmas.
catch it one time. Oh, you better watch out, better not cry.
You mind changing the station for me, pal?
What's your buck, buddy?
Can you change that again, please?
Come on, I like that one. That's a good one.
Can you pull over, please?
All right, come on. We're still 15 blocks from the...
Pull the cab over.
We shall not forget that we have to remember the fact that he hates everything related to his brother.
Then we get introduced to his girlfriend, played by Rachel Weisz. He did forget her birthday and invites her to a restaurant for her to think that he didn't.
Bonsai Palace.
Oh, it sounds familiar. Bonsai Palace. A person I know who can take a wonderful seat.
Then we meet some kid who is a friend of Fred.
Yo, Fred, I asked Santa for a puppy this year. I'm gonna name him Macaroni.
Fred then tells him that Santa Claus is just a guy who seeks for attention, which is a line that is going to bite him in the ass later.
You're not gonna ask Santa for nothing, huh?
Sam, I get what I want without charity from Santa Claus.
We need a comedic moment again.
Which is happening right now. You see, Fred does need some money for the job he's doing, and then pretends to be a Santa bum or something like that. But then the Santa community or something like that finds out that he's not one of them and try to take him down.
It's time for comedy!
He runs and runs and runs and runs, then fights, but he gets caught. And while the scene is stupid, it's pretty hilarious too.
It's Christmas. Go ahead. Make another cup.
He then ends up in prison and calls his brother Santa.
Ho, ho, ho!
Played by Paul Giamatti. He pays him out of prison under the condition that Fred is going to join him at the North Pole for work.
You've never come up here to visit. Not even once.
What is it exactly? What would I need to be doing up there?
But the situation doesn't get better because his girlfriend is so upset that he left her alone in the restaurant that she does break up with him.
I can't take it anymore.
I can take it still.
Freddie, you know, I think I'm going to go back to London, so good luck with your brother, if he even exists. Good luck,
It'll
Freddie.
rain all the time in London. You won't be happy in there.
So what is happening now?
Well, he gets to the North Pole, of course. Then we get introduced to Willie, who becomes the new pal of Fred, but also has a subplot in which he's trying to hook up with the hot lady of Charlene.
I'll talk about that subplot later.
Fred gets introduced in his work while his brother tries to be perfect for Kevin Spacey.
Then we have this scene.
It would be a really nice gesture on your part to play something different.
I said no.
Donnie, change the song.
No.
Change the song.
No.
You know what? I'm going to change the song then for you. What are you getting physical with me for? Music's supposed to be about love. Don't get physical with me. Come on, we're trying to share around here. What are you doing? Stop it. Come on, stop. Okay, you know what? I'm going to super nanny you. I'm going to put you in the naughty cap because you don't know how to handle yourself. I'll let you out once you realize that you're sorry and you're ready to turn a corner and be a team player, okay?
I admit that's pretty childish.
But Fred does that because
You got to stop playing the same song over and over again. It becomes like mental torture.
Well, you have to admit that he has a good point.
after that he forces Fred to have the dinner together with him and their parents. And Spacey.
Here's another fun scene.
I'd sent a lovely gift, though. Come on now, that massage chair, that looked very, very expensive. Something's happening.
Okay.
Oh, you're out.
Fred then meets up with Willie again.
Let her know that you're ready for fun, and you are not going to apologize for it.
Do you get this joke?
He teaches old Willie how to dance, which at first works alright, but ends up with him falling down.
Oh, I forgot my gloves.
It's okay, just get it calmly. That's all right there. Willie!
After that he tries to cheer Willie up.
So you fell down, big deal.
Fred, not everybody falls down on his face in front of the girl he loves.
Thank goodness Blitzen didn't feel that way the first time he learned how to fly.
When Blitzen learned to fly?
He fell on his face.
He did?
He'd try to take a running start. Yeah, he'd run and he'd fall flat on his face. But he picked himself up and he'd keep trying. And eventually he stopped thinking and he flew. It's common knowledge.
Love is so complicated.
Yeah, it can be.
It hurts.
I'm proud of you, Willie. And good night.
While they're all asleep, Kevin Spacey destroys some of the ladders.
Well, here's how you make pasta, darling. There's a start. Ba-da-da-da. Oh, little Keenan Adams wants a bike for Christmas. Well, Keenan, I guess you'll be taking the bus to school from now on. Oh, Freddie, you have been so very, very naughty.
That's the villain.
How could they actually get him to be in this obviously silly Christmas flick?
Because of the spirit of Christmas.
Because of the ladders being destroyed, he does have the great excuse to blame Santa for them gone and convince him to an intervention for Fred.
Oh, these guys again.
What kind of party are you dudes throwing?
Airmail it to me right now. Let's get jacked up.
I saw a wall up there.
What are you, nuts?
Fred then has an intervention, including his girlfriend, but it doesn't end well.
You want to know what the good news is about all of this? Is tomorrow's my last day. We don't have to have therapy. Therapy's for people who want to be in each other's lives. We don't have that problem. I'm going to finish my job. I'll be out of your lives forever.
To be fair, would you at night after being kidnapped?
What the hell was that?
Oh, looks like a new kid just took over the #1 most naughty spot.
So now we're seeing the child that we had seen earlier, causing trouble.
Santa Claus is a clown. He's a fame junkie. He puts on a big red suit and rides around the town with reindeer. It's because the man is desperate for attention. The dude needs to constantly be in the spotlight. I mean, like, there's more Santa statues in the world than food.
That causes Fred to turn everyone's letter nice. But as you can imagine, Santa himself is not pleased.
The whole thing! Right down the crapper!
Blame it all on me, right? It's all my fault. How convenient for you.
Annette was right about you. Mom was right about you!
You don't save it, Nick. Maybe you should look at your own self for a change.
Oh?
You just keep stuffing your face with gingerbread, fat boy. Slick talking, fast talking, punk!
Shenanigans!
Don't bring a snowball into a snowball. That's my ticket. You're gonna run me over! You're gonna run me over! You hate me. I don't hate you, Nick. I just wish you were never born.
Jeez, that got dark.
So Fred leaves the North Pole with the money that Santa promised him. But yeah, Spacey does fire Santa Claus, which means no presents for the people.
Look, it gives me no great pleasure to have to say this. Well, actually, who am I kidding? This is a fantastic moment for me.
You're fired.
Fred then returns home and opens another present from Santa, which Santa's wife gave to him earlier.
You're doing a good job, movie. Well done.
So after a very funny scene which contains the cameos of Frank Stallone, Roger Clinton Jr. and Stephen Baldwin,
It's not Alex.
That's not Alex!
Not Alex!
That's not Alex!
All right.
He decides to return back to the North Pole.
Willie, gather all the elves and meet me in the workshop right now. Let's go.
To be fair, they could have cut out this scene. It didn't take too long, and he returned anyway. But on the other hand, it still was funny and touching.
The comeback of Fred is now here. But sadly, Santa himself doesn't have the strength to save Christmas.
Only a Claus can deliver the presents.
Do you guys mind giving me just a moment alone with my brother here? I can't do that, Nick. I think you know that. It's all right. It's all right. You know, Nick, there's been one thing that's been eating at me since I've been here.
Then our hero is telling the other hero the important message about Christmas.
There's no naughty kids, Nick. They're all good kids.
Okay, let's do it.
But some of them are scared. And some of them don't feel listened to. Some of them had some pretty tough breaks, too.
On the other hand, the message itself couldn't be clearer enough.
So Fred decides to take over the role of his brother to save Christmas.
Red Fred has entered the building. I repeat, Red Fred has entered the building.
He will be supported by his buddy. I mean Willie.
There you go, you got it, Fred. We're going up.
Okay, we've got 10 hours, Fred. We need to be done delivering by 5:38 a.m. North Pole time. That's sunrise, and that's game over.
So that brings for a montage. The Santa Claus montage has a running gag with Fred always causing trouble by accidentally destroying something. Some people would consider this repetitive, but I do consider this as hilarious.
Hello! We'll come back to this neighborhood later.
Are you sure you've never done this before? Because you're driving like an absolute pro who makes a lot of mistakes.
I fucking love this scene.
So it keeps on going and going and going and...
𝗍𝗶𝗴𝗶 𝗁𝗍. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Mazel tov and that condition. Dual conditions, it's hard to pass these duties. You're too generous. Thank you so much. Shalom.
I want to give this movie credit for reminding us on Hanukkah. In a Christmas movie.
Then he comes across the little boy again and gives him a present. But also a gifted lesson.
Slam, I want you to listen to me. He got some advice a while back, and I think it was a little off. The world is what you make it. It all starts with what you make of yourself. And I want you to believe in yourself, Slam. Because you got a lot to believe in. Merry Christmas, pal.
Oh, and, Santa?
Yeah.
Here's your wallet back.
Why the hell did you carry your wallet back in a Santa costume?
But then there's our villain, of course.
North Pole, go ahead. This is Christmas 1.
Good luck finding your way in the dark without a candle, Freddy.
You're taking a bus back to 𝗍𝗶𝗴𝗶 or wherever the hell you're from.
By the time the sun rises, it will all be over.
Santa then does confront him with his childhood.
𝗨𝗽𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗄𝗏, Northcutt, 422 Dashwood Drive, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You asked me for a Superman cape. I didn't give you a Superman cape, did I? Do you always wear glasses, Clyde?
If you think this is going to change anything, you...
Four-eyed Clyde. You maybe got a little angry. Maybe you started a fight or two. Maybe 10, maybe 12. So you asked me for something. Superman cape. Because you thought that that was gonna change everything.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, so you decided to stay Four-eyed Clyde?
Only because Clark Kent wore glasses!
Oh, but when he turned into Superman, he didn't need those darn glasses anymore, did he? It was wrong of me not to give you that gift, Clyde. I fear that I had a very incorrect, misguided understanding of...
Santa then gives Clyde the present he always wished for.
Okay.
Let's loser it. Superman.
I need your help.
Claus can push the lever, but it doesn't work. So it all depends on Fred and Will.
Will they succeed? Will they win?
Fred, I have a bad feeling about this.
And now a moment of silence.
We did it.
So at the end he visits his girlfriend and then gives his present to her.
This is no good. We can't do that. We can't go to bed when we're arguing now that we're living together.
The epilogue. Fred gets back together with his girlfriend. Claus becomes an efficiency consultant. Willie and Charlene are a happy couple. The little boy has a new family. Fred and his brother are happy to have each other, so for the entire family, and everyone else lives happily ever after.
Green men, red roses too. I watched them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
And that was Fred Claus. Final thought?
I just love this movie. As silly as the comedy can be, and as unusually dramatic as intended comedy can get, everything else in this movie is just great. The actors are all do a good job portraying the roles, the locations just look stunning, and it's just a strongly underrated Christmas movie that I do recommend to you, and for me, to enjoy it every year.
I just want to thank you all for the decent years that we had. My name is Zach, and I wish you all a wonderful holiday season. See you next time.